And good morning, everybody. Good morning. Welcome again to the morning show. And joining us, we have friends from Galen University, and they are joining us via Zoom. And if I have the names right, I think we have Ms. Sylvia Batty, Director of Student Affairs, Miriam Lowe, Student Success Center Coordinator, and Paddler. And I mentioned Paddler because we're going to talk mainly about the Ruta Maya. And also Tina Herrera, who's a Galen Eagle and a paddler. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. Thank you for having us.
Well, it seems that you're very proud to be taking part in the Ruta Maya. And
oh, there's Sylvia.
Yeah, there you are. Good. Well, in fact, I'll ask Sylvia tell us first about the Galen's involvement with the Ruta Maya. Remind us of your successes.
We win.
We win.
Coming for the win again.
Everybody. We win. That's it. The start and the end of it. No, but Galen University is really excited to be once again paddling in La Ruta Maya. So we normally actually paddle for La Ruta Maya under the Women's Month theme. So for us, it is in part bringing our students to the forefront, participating in athletics, adding to that student life. But also we do it as a support for Women's Month as well, to really bring forth not only Women's Month, but to bring that conversation through unique forms and avenues. So we're super excited to have another team. We actually paddle in the mixed category, not in the intramural category. And that is because our intramural category has an age cap, and Galen University, as we know, has eagles of all walks and breadth of life. And so because we have eagles of all ages paddling, so we have some in our 20s this year, some in our 30s going to 40s. And then some in our 50s this year. So we have diverse eagles in our canoe this year and in previous. And so we're super excited to participate, to have faculty and staff this year. So it's not just students, and to give a good showing.
So how many canoes are you having in the race?
We have one canoe, so we only ever do one canoe for La Ruta Maya. And so this is, gosh, I don't even remember how many years we've been paddling, but definitely not our first. We've paddled maybe 5, 6 or more years. And so we've had all-female teams, we've had mixed teams. So this year we're in the mixed category. So we have 2 females and 1 male. And then we also have a lot of our eagles that also participate in different teams. So we're super excited to not only be cheering on our Galen team, but our eagles who are going to be canoeing and competing in other teams.
Oh, so the Galen will have more representation in the race than one canoe.
Yeah. Well, our other eagles paddle in other canoes. So like Roxy, for example, she's paddling in a different team, but she's still a proud eagle, current student. And so we steer eagles on the river for La Ruta Maya. We also have a significant number of our eagles are Coast Guard, and so they also paddle, or they're on different teams in Western Belize.
I see.
I don't know if you feel it.
Is there an official eagle canoe though?
Yeah, that's the one.
There is. That's Miss Tina that's on this call, and Miss Miriam that's on this call.
Yeah, Tina and Miriam.
What's the name of the eagle
canoe?
Or
Galen Eagles.
just eagles or Galen
Eagles?
Okay,
Galen Eagles.
Okay. Yes, this is women's.
We're paddling in the mixed category this year.
Okay. Well, I have some history here. You won the intramural, you came 30th overall as Galen University in 2022. In 2023, first mixed 12
Yes.
overall as Galen Eagles in
12 overall,
2024.
yes.
Second female, top 50
Yes.
overall Galen Lady Eagles.
Yeah.
And we have two
Yes.
of the paddlers, Miriam and Tina.
Yes.
Good morning. Good morning, ladies.
Good morning. All right, Sir
We're hearing you,
Yeah,
but
we're
not seeing you.
hearing.
Yes,
we're not
we're
seeing-
hearing you.
Seeing you
all
now.
right. That's Miriam.
Yep.
Yeah. Good morning. Good morning, Miriam. So you're a
morning.
paddler.
Yes, I'm the middle paddler.
You're the middle paddler. So
Yep.
you and Tina will be in the canoe with. You'll have a male paddler.
Yes, and that's Mr. Daniel, and he's going to be steering, very experienced.
Miriam, is this your first time?
This is my first time
Really?
in racing canoe and in the La Ruta Maya. Yes, I've always wanted to do it. I've been in a pleasure craft for just a tour
So
down at.
how are you getting ready for this?
We have been training. We have been out on the water since January. On our own, I'm running, and I know Tina's also an athlete. She's on the softball team, basketball, everything. So they've been training. She's just had the athlete gain. I've been lifting weights and cycling, biking as well. So when we're not in the water, we're doing other stuff outside.
Strengthening those arms, huh?
Yep. And that's
Now,
right.
when you're in training, how long do you paddle for normally in training?
It varies from whether it's a weekday or the weekend. So we have, on the weekends, it's longer. So we might do it to a ferry or to the Iguana Creek Bridge. But on the weekdays where we're trying to get to classes, get into work as well, then we do like an hour and a half. So like up and down, or just to the ferry, and then we.
So
head off
would you normally do like 2 hours?
Yeah, I would say average between an hour and a half to up to 3.5 hours.
In the real race, I think it's more than 2 hours, right?
Oh yeah.
Yes.
A lot more. How do you feel about that? You feel ready for that?
I'm excited. Well, at the point you are ready, you're mentally ready, and let's see. It's exciting because it's like you're actually there's a real rapids in the river, and then there's like a metaphorical rapid. Like the whole journey of just doing this. Sometimes you can prepare and you can expect and visualize, and then still you go around the corner and it could be something new. So the whole journey of just preparing for this also is all that. And it's more exciting than, of course, I'm a bit nervous. It's my first time. It's not Tina and not Mr. Daniel's first time. I've been in I've been in sports pretty much for a lot of my years, but something this long, no. So I've been in an endurance walk, but like where you have to walk to the next destination. And that was over like 5 days, but it's very different from this. I know.
What do you do at Galen? You're a student, right?
No, so I facilitate a university experience course that it supports incoming high school students or returning students, and also mainly I support the Writing Center and the Student Success Center, or also known as the Student
You're part of the
Academic Support
faculty.
Services. Yeah,
Yes.
faculty and staff in a way.
Okay.
Representative of this Office of Student Affairs.
Yes.
Alrighty. Okay, and joining you on
So
it
Miriam.
is Tina. Tina Herrera. She's where's Tina?
So Christina is actually a student. So what's unique about this or us paddling this week or this year, sorry, is that we actually have a mix of faculty and staff. So I think it has been really, really good, maybe for team building, but also for creating those connections with staff. Because it's one thing to have, people like me who will be firmly cheering them on.
Yeah, you're training for that too, right?
But versus having, your support staff and one of your teachers that's in your classroom in the canoe with you. And I think that has been a really good experience for Miriam. It has been a really good experience for Tina. We can see them sort of connecting and really building up that camaraderie that you will need on the river. But it's also a different experience. So when we mean we're here to support you, we really mean we'll jump in the canoe with you for La Ruta Maya as well. So we're absolutely excited to have Ms. Miriam take up the mantle of being the staff member who has decided to take on La Ruta Maya. There have been other staff members who've asked. But Miss Miriam is the one who who put her paddling where her mouth was, and actually, yeah, training.
Getting into the action.
It was her that Miss Miriam wanted to do it. We were like, oh, okay, sure, that's good. And she's like, no, I'm jumping in the canoe and we're doing this. And I was like, okay, you have our support.
Nice. But you know, we when the race comes around, or we talk about the race, we're always talking about the paddlers and the canoe. But what else besides doing this? Who all are involved in putting this together, Sylvia? Behind the scenes, I'm sure you have a support team, and those who will, like you said, cheer you along. Who all are involved in that?
So it's a massive effort in terms of logistics.
Right.
It is a massive effort in terms of fundraising and financing, for sure as well. I think that is some of the more quieter aspects of La Ruta Maya that we don't think of, but it does take up quite a significant amount of money, just the gas to get you to the different locations and maybe where you're going to stay. That is always a hurdle, but it's also part of what makes La Ruta Maya what it is, and that atmosphere. It really is a race where you have to have your support system. And so whether that is your family, whether that is your fans, the persons who are cheering you on, the persons that are stepping into certain aspects of your life to allow you 4 days on the river, but also to allow you to train all this time. That is super, super significant. I don't know if you've ever sort of followed along all of the stops, or for people who are listening, but when you come out along the Belize River Valley, you have teachers that sometimes bring out their primary school students and they're cheering them on. You have families that come out and follow along the entire race at different stops. And so I think that either financial support or that was moral support that you get from your friends and family really, really counts. And then, of course, it's all the entire logistics. So figuring out service locations where we can get food or water or snacks to the paddlers, figuring out your meals. I mean, if the race starts at 6 o'clock or at 7 o'clock, you know, you have to have your breakfast before then.
That's right.
You have to
get a warm bed.
Yes, ensuring, you know, where you're going to sleep tonight. Okay. And I think with La Ruta Maya also, you see people come out. You really and truly see people come out and support each other. I remember perhaps 2023, there was one canoe that lost their service, or they didn't manage to get a service. And so, you know, our service person swam out of the river, ran up the hill and said, do you have any extra fruits or vegetables? This team has missed their service. They missed their second service. And so I need to get them something to eat. And so you see that level of camaraderie for other teams, like in between other teams. And I think that is the spirit of La Ruta Maya. And that is sort of the eagle spirit that we bring and instill in our faculty and staff as well. So our canoe this year is called the Harpy. So you'll look out for the Harpy that has our Galen Eagles in there. But you'll also look out and see the eagle spirit, both in the perseverance of our paddlers and in our support system and in the fans and in the people who are cheering them on and supporting them over these 4 days. And this is a call to everybody as well. If you haven't planned to come out to La Ruta Maya, stop at some of the areas on the highway, stop at some of the river banks. You can follow the crowd and you will see the crowd. But also stop in maybe at Banana Bank, at Doublehead Cabbage, at Boom, or come out in Belize City and really see this historic race and support these teams who are taking on this 4-day race.
I know. That's why I brought up that part about the support, the logistical support, because a lot of people are behind the scenes to make this possible. And
I usually go out at Boom, and a lot of people come out.
Yeah, but to support a canoe, and Sylvia, just to give us an idea, to support your team, that canoe, how many people are involved, would you think? Give me an average ballpark figure.
You mean as
so
paddlers?
We have
just people supporting those three paddlers.
Okay.
Because you need drivers, you need service, you need vehicles, you need... how many people you think are involved? And even behind the scenes, just calling and asking for sponsors.
So our team is 5 behind the scene. And that those 5 will be with us for the entire race. So
Right.
we have one service person. Normally we have 2. But 2 is a good number because if you miss a service, there is maybe somebody, a second person down the river who can catch them. But this year we have 1, so this is going to have to be a practice service, or maybe the paddlers slow down a little bit and ensure that they get their service. But usually the idea is that the paddlers don't slow down any at all, and you have to throw the stuff into the canoe. So we have 1 service person, we have a driver, and that's your logistic persons for your meals as well, and also really ensuring that you get to the back areas, that you can get in, that you can get out, that you have parking, because the crowds come out, but there's always limited parking on the riverside or in certain locations. So that's 2. You have somebody that's preparing the nutrition aspects of it, so that's a 3rd person. They're not going into the river, but they're making sure everything is prepared and that it's clean and sanitary as well, because you're in the back of a vehicle trying to ensure, like, you're up on your gloves, you're cutting fruits, you're putting together the drinks, and then you have hotels, usually finance, logistics persons. That's normally what I do. And I mean, we start preparing this from October, September, the previous year. So we've started to plan and map all of those things. So that's 4 key people that you have to have. And then I have on my team, Miss Brianne, who luckily lives in the Boom area. So she provides that level of logistics. A section 2 is our graphics and our marketing. So our marketing has done a great job with our jerseys. They have had to source this, design our jerseys, ensure that we are branded, ensure that our graphics and our social media is on point. And so it's a huge effort. Like I said, we start in September, and our core team is 5, and that's a small team. That is a small team. And that's usually what we see in La Ruta Maya to be able to have.
So
people in.
it does take a lot of people to put this together. Before you go, I understand we have contact with Tina. Let's just meet her before we go.
Tina
There you are,
Bishop.
Tina.
Hi.
So you're a paddler, and you've done this before, I understand?
Yes, I have. I've done it 2 years ago.
So this is your second time.
Yes,
Okay,
I'm relatively new to it.
But how excited are you? What's
I'm
the spirit
actually
like?
really thrilled to, experience it all over again, and, to gain more experience with the paddling. And, I really love my teammates, and just being a leader, helping them to stay motivated and, not to get discouraged, because you can get discouraged. It's like keeping them positive and giving them good positive energy to continue.
I understand the river may be a little higher because of all the rains we've had the last few weeks.
So they will go faster.
So yeah, so
No,
The race
Love
should be
it.
faster.
would that make it easier?
It's definitely easier if the river is
Yeah.
higher. Yes.
Because
Yeah, well,
the
that-
race is faster, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
For sure.
I believe Tina paddled in 2022, correct, Tina? You paddled in 2022?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, so she would have been the champion in the intramural category, or one of the 3 that brought us that win.
Okay.
Well, you have.
No pressure this year, Tina.
Well,
Looking,
No pressure.
looking to do it again, I'm sure. Now you have to up that. You have to up your game this time.
I have a lot of pressure.
You can do it. You can do it, Tina.
We're in the mixed category this year, and the mixed category has some really great teams. Our other Eagle paddler who paddled for us last year, Roxy, is in the mixed category under a different team.
Don't
so
sell yourself short.
That's still a win for us.
Don't
So-
sell yourself short.
So in fact, you might be in a unique position. You're actually competing amongst yourselves,
Yeah,
Yeah.
eagle against eagle.
we love it though. It's all in good
Listen.
fun. La Ruta Maya really is the
Strongest
race. It's
eagle
my
win.
favorite race for sure.
You'll have the strength. You
No.
really monked up
No,
like eagles.
no.
You
The
do.
the eagle and the harpy is the one supposed to win.
Harpy.
Yes. You monked up like
You know
eagles.
what? For us, getting to this stage, managing the fundings, managing the finances, getting that financial support, being in the canoe to practice and getting to this stage is already a win for us. We're super, super excited and proud of our paddlers. We're proud of our Eagle family and communities that have come out to support them in the training. I think the race is just a cherry on the top at this point in time.
Well, I think Anne-Marie usually go to say, right?
To get in here. That is the win because we've already seen the team dynamics and we're super excited for these 4 days.
Ladies, it's a pleasure. I think it's an excellent ending for our morning show today, this Thursday.
Very nice.
Yes, having Sylvia, Miriam, and Tina join us via Zoom. And it's all about the Ruta Maya coming up tomorrow. Ladies, thank you very much.
And as part of
Thank you
Women's
so
Month,
much.
Sylvia
Accelerate
Bate, Miriam
Action.
Lowe, and Tina Herrera.
Accelerate
Thank
Action,
you.
the team for Women's
You're more than
Month.
welcome. Bye. All the best to you. Looking out for Harpy.
Good luck and
Yeah.
paddle
Yes.
on.
Thank you so
Bye.
much. See you out there
Thank you.
tomorrow.
Go
You're
Eagles.
welcome.
Thank you. Have a good day.
In this
You
canoe
too.
and others.
Yeah, I mean, I'll tell you what, they have more courage than me.
Well, listen, this is what makes it interesting and delightful because people from all walks of life are paddlers.
Yeah.
And this is one event that I feel that the process sometimes is more important than the outcome, particularly if you're new, because you see they're still looking to, they're not saying, oh, well, we want to come in first. They're looking to gain the requisite experience
Right.
and it's a pleasure on the river.
And that
you know?
is what, like she highlighted, the community spirit that comes out of this.
Yeah.
The groups, the families, the people that go out.
Yeah.
Because this is one event that to experience it right now, we have to go to the sites
Right,
to get the
right.
feel along the
Right.
river. Hopefully in the future we'll have the technology that will be able to do it.
And
We'll
it's
be able
not,
to witness it on
you
our
see,
screens.
Ruta Maya has become a cultural phenomenon.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not just, who's paddling. It's about culture.
Getting involved.
It's about keeping the communities alive.
Yeah.
It's about people coming into the communities to see how the communities
That's
run.
right. That's right.
What is it that they do, think, and have as a people?
Well said. Well said.
The little man with the guitar, it's the Ruta Maya
Oh, yes, well,
with the
Ruta
little
Maya
high-pitched
was singing.
voice. I mean, it's like, no, it's this. Where else will you get that, Ernesto?
Well said.
This is Ruta Maya. This is
right.
Belize,
Like I said, join us tomorrow morning. We'll be tomorrow. The paddlers take off in the morning, and we'll bring it to you live right here on the morning show. And of course, all over the weekend, we'll be covering it every single day. The excitement of the Ruta Maya. Stay with us, folks. Right now, we are saying goodbye, Anne Marie and I, until tomorrow morning again.
Well-
we want to thank our crew, of course.
Karen in studio,
Giovanni,
Giovanni
behind
subbing
the switcher.
for William, of course, and Andrew, who usually streams for us. Our producer extraordinaire, she's working extraordinarily
Oh, yeah,
hard
she's
with Ruta
involved with
Maya,
elections,
getting involved with
she's
elections,
involved with everything.
and her daily work. So, Manuela, keep heart. We know you're going to make it. We're rooting for you.
That's the nature
And,
of our business.
yes,
We have to be
it's
on top
media.
of things 24/7. It's media.
And so, whatever you do, keep safe today and enjoy your weekend.
And of course, for the coverage of the elections, choose us as well. We'll
Yeah.
be right there.
We will be
Thanks
there.
again. Thanks to all of you, wherever you're joining us from, at home or abroad. Be kind to somebody today. Belize and beyond.
Thanks
for
for
choosing
choosing
love.
love.
Bye-bye.
Good morning, Belize, and good morning. I say good morning, Belize, and good morning. And how are you this morning?
Every morning, life go to a